देश है भाई, मेरा देश है, मेरे फैमिली को देखेगा वो, मेरा टास्क वो है, वो मैं करूँ।
They can pull out the gun and shoot someone in the middle of their head in 3 seconds.
आतंकवादियों को घर में घुसकर मारा जाता है।
ये ऐसे इंसान है सर, ये अपने बारे में सोचते नहीं है।
जय हिंद, जय भारत एंड वेलकम टू डेफ टॉक्स। दिस इज आदि। मैंने बोला दूसरे पाकिस्तान, ओरिजिनल पाकिस्तान के बारे में बात करते हैं। अभी काफी टाइम से ना एक और पाकिस्तान जो निकल रहा है उसके बारे में बात करते हैं। लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द ओरिजिनल स्टफ। कहते हैं ना, वी डोंट वांट टू टॉक अबाउट दीस डुप्लीकेट चैप्स टू मच, थोड़ा ओरिजिनल पे चलते हैं। राजा जी नमस्कार, थैंक यू सो मच यार।
नमस्कार सर, थैंक यू।
यार पहले ये बताओ मेरे को, फैज हमीद, लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दैट। उसके बाद मेरा जो आपसे सवाल है, the main question which is there is कि साहब these guys are out to destroy themselves। ये क्या कर रहे हैं?
Very interesting the circumstances जिसमें इसको अरेस्ट किया उन्होंने, the way he was arrested। So जिस दिन इसको अरेस्ट किया है, only 4 people knew about this arrest।
जी।
That was the army chief, his general command officer, MI का head और उसका चीफ ऑफ स्टाफ। आईएसआई को इन्होंने भनक भी नहीं पड़ने दी कि दे वर गोइंग टू पिक अप फैज हमीद। दिस टेल्स यू कि पाकिस्तान आर्मी इज नॉट नाउ ट्रस्टिंग देयर ओन आईएसआई विंग। द आईएसआई विंग व्हिच इज नोटोरियस एंड इज कॉल्ड द स्टेट विद इन द स्टेट इज नाउ बीइंग चैलेंज्ड बाय आसिम मुनीर।
क्या मजाक कर रहे हो यार, ये थोड़ा अच्छा, ये
कंफर्म न्यूज है सर, आप चेक करा लो।
ये तो मतलब
only 4 people, ISI had nothing to do with it, उनको पता भी नहीं था। और सुबह मीटिंग हुई है और सुबह ही उन्होंने डिसाइड किया है कि इसको कहां अरेस्ट करके किधर ले जाना है। उन्होंने पहले से कोई तैयारी भी नहीं की क्योंकि भनक लग जाए।
वाह, ओके। तो आईएसआई का
so this
मतलब
is,
ये अभी भी आईएसआई में इसका दम है, उसमें आईएसआई में
तभी इसीलिए क्योंकि आईएसआई में अभी भी इसका दम है। एक दूसरा, आईएसआई को इस तरीके से काटने का मतलब इज दैट आप अपनी ही डीप स्टेट के साथ पंगा ले रहे हो और बहुत बड़ा पंगा ले रहे हो। अब ये जो मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन कैंपेन आज बड़ी एक रिडिकुलस, बड़ी सटायरिकल स्टोरी आई है कि इसके घर से जी एक मोबाइल मिला और उस मोबाइल में ये पता चला कि ये बुशरा बीवी को इंफॉर्मेशन सप्लाई करता था और वो पीरनी बन के इमरान को बोलती थी। आई मीन नाउ ये उस टाइप की गेम खेल रहे हैं टू डिस्क्रेडिट बोथ हिम, बुशरा एंड इमरान खान, एंड ट्राइंग टू ब्रेक दैट फैक्शन ऑफ पीपीआई एंड ऑल दैट। बट इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि व्हाट विल आईएसआई नाउ बी थिंकिंग अबाउट आसिम मुनीर? How much trust will ISI और नबी मंजूम have in him? और क्या अब ISI कुछ और प्लॉट करेगी आसिम मुनीर के अगेंस्ट? क्योंकि ISI को कभी ये बर्दाश्त नहीं होगा कि उनको सुपरसीड करके, उनको मिस इन्फॉर्म करके, उनको डार्क, मतलब लिटरली अंधेरे में झोंक के इन्होंने जो है ये काम किया है। This tells you the faction we have always been talking about within the Pakistani army।
पहली बार है ये बाहर निकला है,
पहली बार ही है,
मतलब लिटरली ओपन में आया है ये। पहले तो हम लोग, हमारे जैसे लोग तो बोलते रहते हैं, लोग बोलते हैं नहीं पाकिस्तानी आर्मी इज अ वेरी सॉलिड है, कोई ऐसा कोई गड्ढा वड्ढा नहीं है। वी गाइस हैव बीन सेइंग कि इनके बीच में गड़बड़ है। इट्स नॉट दैट दे आर होमोजेनस।
इनके बीच में सर गड्ढे नहीं है, क्रेटर हैं, बड़े बड़े क्रेटर हैं जिनको नेविगेट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं और नेविगेट कितनी हद तक कर पाएंगे देखते हैं। This is why I told you, he wants to be the mix of Musharraf and Zia, but he's going to go like Zia.
Yeah, if you take panga with the ISI,
he's literally undermined ISI, and worst of that, he has taken MI into confidence.
वो तो वैसे ही जानी दुश्मन है यार।
तो अब आप ये देखो कि इंस्टीट्यूशनली पाकिस्तानी आर्मी में आसिम मुनीर जो है वो आईएसआई को साइडलाइन करके एमआई को स्ट्रेंथन कर रहा है। उसका रिपरकशन इनका ग्लोबल स्टेज पे भी क्या होगा और उसका रिपरकशन इनके लिए क्या होगा कल को कहीं आसिम मुनीर की कोई पॉलिसी होगी जो आईएसआई कहीं पे सैबोटेज कर देगी, फिर आसिम मुनीर क्या करेगा? Now an open sabotage game will happen from both sides. It's not that the first time any ISI general has been, किसी को इन्होंने उठाया है या किसी को बंद किया है. पाकिस्तान में कू की हमेशा चलता रहता है.
खुद भी तो उठा था.
हाँ, मैं वही कह रहा हूँ, पाकिस्तान में वैसे भी चलता रहता है. हिस्ट्री में भी आप देखो, इनके काफी जो हैं वो कू के चक्कर में फील्ड कोर्ट मार्शल हो रखे हैं. The most notorious one was that Zahirul Islam Abbasi case. वो सबसे नोटोरियस केस था जिसमें 40 ऑड इन्होंने बंद किया, और इसमें भी 40 है. इसमें भी जो लिस्ट है वो 40 लोगों की, 40 आर्मी वालों की, जिनको इन्होंने उठाना है. 40 या
यार दिस इज काइंड ऑफ शॉकिंग यार. मेरे को 10-12
3 इन्होंने पहले ही बताया. नहीं, देयर इज अ लिस्ट ऑफ 40. And this information is coming from inside the Pakistan, sources inside the Pakistani army, who are leaking this out now very slowly. Total number of arrests to be made, a list has been prepared of 40 officers, जिसमें से him and 3 others have already been arrested, but they cannot arrest everybody at the one go, so they will go one by one very, very slowly.
तो अभी किया क्यों है इन लोगों ने? व्हाई डिड दे डू दिस? तो आई वाज टॉकिंग टू तिलक साहब लास्ट नाइट एंड ही सेड कि यार न्यूक्लियर बटन है, ठीक है, ऑप्शन और नहीं था, इसने दबा दिया है. दूसरा ही सेड देख यार ऐसा है, एंड कमिंग फ्रॉम तिलक साहब इट काइंड ऑफ टुक मी अबैक. ही सेड इंडिया के साथ इन लोगों ने पंगे तो लिए हैं. The game was because इतना पिटाई हो रही है चारों तरफ, they needed to recreate वो जो पाकिस्तानी आर्मी के पीछे एक बैकिंग वापस लेके आनी थी इनको. That setup, that environment, they had to bring it back. तो easiest way is यार इंडिया के साथ कुछ करो, activate something, start off ये वो, तो थोड़ा वो अगर वहां से कुछ जवाब आएगा when it's like particular, तो आप कहीं ना कहीं आपको वापस वो बैकिंग मिल जाएगी. He said जब वो चला नहीं, now this is the final card that he has, one of the final cards that he has.
True, because that is what exactly we had also discussed, and I had somewhat said the same thing. If we retaliate, then we were saying कि नहीं हमको precisely करना चाहिए. I said नहीं, because it will create problems. That is exactly what they are wanting right now. So वो चला नहीं, हमने retaliate किया नहीं, ठीक है. Now अब इसके पास problem ये थी कि he was very less on time. Imran was planning student protest after Bangladesh in Pakistan. He was thinking that people will come out and will again hakiki azadi wala uska ek march ka plan tha. He was the organizer of this whole game. Faiz Hameed, he is the one who was out and who was organizing with the military, with other people, diaspora jo abroad hai PTI ka, jisne band baja ke rakhi hui hai Pakistan, because of which Pakistan had to shut down the internet basically. तो ही वॉज द की मैन. एंड इनका ये था कि ये ना हो कि अगर वैसा कुछ होता है एंड वी गेट वेरी अनस्टेबल, देन दिस मैन प्लेस हिज कार्ड्स एंड ही टॉपल्स अस समवेयर ऑन अदर वे. ये मिलिट्री में भी उस वक्त कू ना करवा दे. इनको इतना डर है इसका कि he could orchestrate a coup within the military when those protests would be happening, and then we are gone. So by arresting him, he is delaying that inevitable of what is happening in Pakistan or about to happen in Pakistan.
Is the coup before the coup?
This is a coup before the coup, yes. But this coup, will it be successful or not, is what we have to see. No? I don't see this getting successful. Because the mistake he has done is, if he wanted to arrest Faiz Hameed, he should then had one of his best person handling the ISI. He has so many leaks within the ISI and so many factions within the army that he cut off the deep state arm of Pakistan to do this. Now he is trying to sell it as a good thing. I'm going after corruption and I'm doing this. But the point is, He is also the man who has given a pardon to the only Pakistani general who was, who was court-martialed and guilty and court-martialed for espionage against Pakistan. जावेद इकबाल, उसका पनिशमेंट इसने खत्म कर दिया, राइट? तो दैट टेल्स यू कि ये पुराने जर्नल्स जो इनका पुराना फैक्शन था, जहां पर ये उनको अपने साथ लाकर कोशिश कर रहा है कि जो दूसरी लॉबी है उसको मैं किसी भी तरीके से अंडरमाइन करूं, एंड दैट इज व्हाई वी सॉ दैट जो इसने वो गेट टुगेदर किया था ऑफ
सो आई वांटेड टू एग्जैक्टली हियर राइट, ये फोटो आ गई अपनी. नाउ इफ यू सी दिस, बड़ा सेंटर में खड़ा है,
he is looking fit and happy.
That's what body language is positive. वो क्या है, वो उसका मोटे का नाम राहिल शरीफ है ना?
राहिल शरीफ है वो.
हाँ, वो खड़ा है. ये वाला जो शेरवानी वाला, ये भी बदमाश है एक नंबर का. एक्चुअली सारे बदमाश हैं इसमें से कोई.
Everybody was reading his body language. राहिल शरीफ और ये शेरवानी वाले का नाम मुझे भूल गया, इसको छोड़ो आप. जो इनके पीछे खड़े हैं ना बाकी, उनकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज देखो. इट्स लाइक vultures eyeing the vulture, especially 2 or 3 among them. Then if you look at the way they are looking at him,
राहिल शरीफ और इसके बीच में जो खड़ा है,
उसके पीछे जो खड़ा है, एक तो उसके बीच में जो खड़ा है, फिर जो उसके जो बिल्कुल आसिम मुनीर के पीछे खड़ा है, ये एक वो ठीक है, एक वो पीछे, एक अब इनका देखो कि ये देख रहे हैं कि मुर्गा रोस्ट कैसे किया है. That tells you that they are also playing a double game there. He might be very happy, he thinks he has everything, and Bajwa is missing.
And apart from that, Rahil Sharif आगे देख रहा है when this guy is talking and laughing. There is no, I mean, he's basically like a happy sort of a, कुछ बता रहा है story type. There is no response or reaction from the group.
Absolutely no response, no reaction. Rahil Sharif तो है, वो क्या नाम है उसका, आसिम गफूर is missing. बाजवा is missing. आसिम गफूर का तो नाम भी आ रहा है कि उसको उठाएंगे.
बाजवा का भी नाम आ रहा है.
He's to be arrested. बाजवा को उठाएगा तो उठाएगा, अच्छी बात है. फिर बाजवा जो उठाएगा तो फिर किसको उठाना है? कियानी को उठाएगा नेक्स्ट. So what is he going to do? नहीं, बाजवा को उठाएगा तो कियानी को उठाएगा. कहां पे रुकेगा फिर ये? Faiz Hameed is an odd one out, but going after a COAS, a former COS in Pakistan military, is entirely a different game.
But they went after Musharraf, no?
They went, but that was when Musharraf came into the open politics, no? Not as a retired general who was happily enjoying his holidays in Dubai or in America.
अच्छा, तो वो फिर kindly adjust type. ये politician है, ये general नहीं है.
Exactly, he's not a general, he's a politician. और उस वक्त मजबूरी थी, they always need a scapegoat. So Musharraf became a good scapegoat. वो तो पाकिस्तान पावर का है ही है. वो तो आप आओगे कुर्सी पे, या मारे जाओगे, या अदियाला जेल जाओगे, या कंट्री से बाहर जाओगे. वो तो लूप है ही पाकिस्तानी पॉलिटिक्स का. वो स्टैंडर्ड है. तो वो मुशर्रफ हैड टू फेस द सेम स्टैंडर्ड, एसओपी कहते हैं उसको, स्टैंडर्ड ऑपरेटिंग प्रोसीजर ऑफ पाकिस्तान पॉलिटिक्स. सो मुशर्रफ को तो एसओपी के थ्रू जाना ही था, तो वो तो होना ही था उसके साथ.
तो अभी इसका गेम क्या है, मेरे को ये बताओ. उसने उठा तो लिया, ठीक है, बट अभी गेम क्या है, करेगा क्या? ये क्या चाबी घुमाएगा उसको कि
ही इज गोना गो आफ्टर इमरान खान? हां, ही विल गो आफ्टर इमरान. दिस विल बी हिज लास्ट अटेम्प्ट.
इमरान खान पे आते हैं. लेट्स टॉक अबाउट फैज हमीद अ लिटिल मोर. फैज हमीद की चाबी घुमाएगा कि क्या करेगा? व्हाट डज ही वांट फ्रॉम फैज हमीद?
ये उसको, ही वांट्स फैज हमीद टू टर्न अप्रूवर अगेंस्ट इमरान खान. So that he can then zero in on Imran Khan and finish him off. So he will try to strike a deal with Faiz Hameed.
So एक टाइम पे हमारा एनालिसिस था कि इमरान खान वापस आएगा. Does it seem like now?
Yeah, because this is his last gambit.
How?
What is he going to do? Wait for the protest in Pakistan to begin.
13-14 को बोला तो था इसने काफी सारा प्रोटेस्ट करने का, बट कुछ हुआ
No,
नहीं।
वो because of his arrest वो बंद हो गया ना वो. See, PTI has gone very quiet. ISI has gone very quiet. Everything has gone quiet. हालांकि इतना कि इमरान ने अभी तक कोई बयान भी नहीं दिया इसको, एक्सेप्ट सेइंग कि कमीशन बिठाओ और कमीशन से करवाओ.
बट वो लंदन वाले
So if they've gone,
वो तो लगे हुए हैं.
हाँ वो तो रोग हैं. You can't trust them.
You can't, but उसके पास इंफॉर्मेशन प्रिसाइज आ रही है यार, ऐसी बात नहीं है. उसने एक दिन पहले डाल दिया था ये फैज को उठाने वाले, he went and picked him up here.
Obviously इंफॉर्मेशन तो उसके पास आएगी, इंफॉर्मेशन तो फ्लो करेगी उसके पास. So wait for the protest to happen or wait for something to go wrong in Pakistan. Either one day Asim Munir will be flying somewhere in Pakistan and the chopper will come crashing down. That could be a possibility. Or Pakistan will start on a very small protest and then that protest will flare up. And it will be ISI who will get that protest nicely flared up by jihadi groups.
हाँ वो तो
You don't know. TLP comes dancing on the streets.
लश्कर तैयबा, जमात उद दावा, ये सारे मतलब रेजरेक्ट
नहीं TLP, Fuji, TLP, that sequence. They will be the one who will start dancing on the streets. शरिया चाहिए ना, वो तो वैसे ही पीछे पड़े हुए और उनको वैसे भी टाइट कर रखा है इसने. उनको ज्यादा दिया नहीं सिलेक्शन में आसिम मुनीर ने कुछ भी. लश्कर तैयबा इज आल्सो वेरी अपसेट विद देम.
तभी तो बंदे
उनको भी वो भी कहते हैं कि हाँ नहीं, और उन्होंने उसका हाफिज सईद का बेटा हार गया इलेक्शन में. तला सईद इलेक्शन लड़ा था, जो इसने प्रॉमिस सोचा था कि जमातियों को सीट देगा वो दी नहीं इसने, वो ये कर नहीं पाया. So they are also not happy with him.
This is an interesting discussion. But मुझे ये बताओ अभी now if you are now looking at a situation where Asim Munir अभी one all main all, let's look at the factor कि भाई Asim Munir has a plan to succeed. Okay, what could be that plan? इसको अप्रूवल कर दिया.
If Asim Munir has,
Imran Khan needs to be out, in the sense he needs to be out of the equation.
Imran has to rot in jail for the rest of his life. Imran Khan is not coming out of jail alive for next 10 years. If Asim Munir's plan has to succeed.
If Imran Khan survives that long.
No, that's what I'm saying. Then Imran cannot come out of jail alive. And if he's alive, he'll come out after 10 to 12 years. And he needs to sort out Khyber Pakhtunkhwa very urgently. That means he has to go for martial law.
वो तो गया यार, खैबर तो गया.
नहीं, he has to go for martial law. फिर इसको मार्शल लॉ लगाना पड़ेगा पाकिस्तान में.
दम है.
That is the point. एक दम है, दूसरा अब ISI बैक करेगी कि नहीं करेगी, क्योंकि even his own faction is very furious for them to keep him in down. They're not very happy because they've stuck their neck out in ISI. There are officers who stuck their neck out for him in ISI, and now they're being taunted by the others, saying that you guys were just the scapegoats. He's strengthening MI.
मैं एक्चुअली ये पूछने वाला था, कोर कमांडर्स का क्या रिस्पॉन्स है इसमें?
कोर कमांडर्स आर क्वाइट एज ऑफ नाउ. अभी पाकिस्तान में कोई बात नहीं कर रहा है. अभी दे आर ट्राइंग टू एब्जॉर्ब कि इसने किया क्या.
आप कोर कमांडर्स का देखो, अगर आप इफ यू लुक एट द लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल रैंक सॉर्ट ऑफ अ यू नो द लेवल इन पाकिस्तान, लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल जो लेवल है उसके अंदर आपने 2 लेफ्टिनेंट जनरल को टांग रखा है.
2 को टांग रखा है, 2 को आउट ऑफ टर्न प्रमोशन किया है.
चलो ठीक है, सेलिब्रेशन होगी. ठीक है.
2 को आपने आउट ऑफ टर्न प्रमोट किया है. हाँ, 2 को आउट ऑफ टर्न प्रमोट करके रखा है. ठीक है. पाकिस्तानी कोर कमांडर्स इसने अभी तभी तो इसने शफलिंग की है. Why did he shuffle this SSG and all that? He wanted to be 100% sure that, because he had to be 110% sure that the men who are in control now are absolutely his men.
Okay.
Now imagine they wanted to take a pressure off in Rajouri Punch for some time. We discussed this, they are going to go quiet, right? They have gone quiet for some time, right? Now imagine the same guy being the head of SSG, जिसको इसने change किया है, he could have orchestrated something, created problem for him on this side.
At the end of it, it's just one guy. Asim Munir is just one guy. एक ही बंदा है. It's not that
एक ही बंदे, ये चार हैं. इसका चीफ ऑफ स्टाफ और इसका MI हेड.
40 यार, 4 versus 40.
हाँ. So what he was basically doing is he was asking MI to spy on ISI. And the list of officers provided to him, these 40, has been provided by military intelligence. DGMI ने ये लिस्ट प्रिपेयर करके इसको दिए जो उनको 40 लोग उठाने. So it's an agency war within Pakistan out in the open.
तो 40 आप बोल रहे हो आर द सीनियर ऑफिसर्स. व्हाट अबाउट द उनके अब 40 तो उठाएंगे तो उसके नीचे भी तो इतने सारे
till 40 include till lieutenant colonel rank के लिए हैं.
उसके नीचे मेजर भी होंगे. आदिल राजा जैसे 25 करोड़.
हाँ, तो आदिल राजा ने डाला तो था वो ISI आया है मेरे से, वो जहाज लेकर आया है, अगर मुझे कुछ हो गया तो देख लेना. क्या पता उसने जानबूझ को मिस इन्फॉर्मेशन डाली हो, वो आया हो कुछ और करवाने, उससे काम करवाने आया. How do you know?
How do you think the ISI will go forward? आपने एक तो बोला protest, TLP, this, that. What else?
No, because I don't understand what is ISI chief doing in UK. If he was in UK, why was he in UK?
देखिए. This I missed.
Yes, but his flight call sign and everything, yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Track his tweet.
Not bad.
He also said कि कहाँ पे उसने ट्रांसपॉन्डर अपना बंद किया और कहाँ उसने लैंड किया without being tracked. Yes, from the entire detail out.
कहाँ पे?
I don't remember exactly, but just before entering UK, he turned off the transponder of the plane and then landed. So they don't know which part of UK they landed.
फिर वो जाता है ना उधर पे, क्या है उसका, सैंडर्स जाते हैं लोग.
हाँ तो but after this आप ये सोचो कि when these developments are happening within Pakistan, ये सैंडर्स क्या करने गया था, और अगर सैंडर्स गया था तो फिर उसको मतलब what was he doing in UK?
ISI चीफ नहीं है, पीछे से उठा लो.
Absolute. नहीं, ISI चीफ तो उसके बाद गया है, उठाने के बाद उठ गया है.
अच्छा, उठाने के बाद गया है.
अरेस्ट के दूसरे दिन यूके गया.
तो प्री-प्लान्ड विजिट लग रही है.
It's a pre-planned visit. Maybe he went to talk to Muslim Brotherhood because Imran is their man.
Are you
He
trying
must
to
have
tell
told
me now?
Pakistanis. He
Are
must
you
have.
trying to
He
tell
must have
me-
told them. He must have told them I'm going to Sandhurst, and he would have had a meeting with Muslim Brotherhood how to go forward about this.
आप मुझे ये बोल रहे हो कि अभी पाकिस्तान में ISI जाएगी इमरान खान के पास और आर्मी खड़ी होगी शहबाज शरीफ के साथ.
नहीं, आर्मी क्या खड़ी होगी शहबाज शरीफ के साथ? शहबाज शरीफ इज गोना गो वेरी सून. शहबाज शरीफ का भी वेट करो आप, का लोन आने दो, फिर प्रोटेस्ट स्टार्ट होने दो, फिर देखो पाकिस्तान में गेम क्या मचती है.
प्रोटेस्ट तो स्टूडेंट्स ने बोला हुआ है बाय क्या 31 अगस्त तक इमरान खान को रिलीज करना है. स्टूडेंट्स फेडरेशन ऑफ पाकिस्तान SFP करके
29 अगस्त तक उन्होंने टाइम दिया.
हाँ, तो दिस प्रोटेस्ट इज गोना स्टार्ट. ये तो आई थिंक अनदर 3-4-5 days यू विल सी. बाय द टाइम प्रॉब्ली नेक्स्ट वीक हम जब बात कर रहे होंगे, दिस थिंग वुड बी स्टार्टिंग.
Yeah, what is to be seen is before the protest start, will he now go after the PTI government in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa? If he goes after the government in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, that will tell you that where this whole thing is heading. Because they are trying very hard to get that Sher Ali Marwat on their side. Will they engineer a political coup in the KP government?
गंडापुर चले जाएगा फिर?
हाँ, क्योंकि मरवत को कोशिश कर रहे हैं और वो थोड़ा सा स्विंग भी कर चुका है क्योंकि उसको लास्ट इमरान खान ने थोड़ा स्नैप किया था.
Gandapur is actually popular in that area.
But the point is, if they do that, then you see the unrest which will happen in Pakistan, especially in KP, and what will happen to them. ये तो वैसे उसके पीछे पड़े हुए हैं, गंडापुर के पीछे पिछले 2-3 महीने से तो पड़े हुए हैं. They have tried. So will they go after him?
What do you think?
He has to make a political calculation in that sense. I don't know how political smart he is. Taking out Gandapur and giving it to Marwat will create a lot of internal turbulence in KP. Student protests रह जाएंगे, the KP people will start marching on the streets. How will he manage it? And will Marwat deliver what he has promised them to deliver if he delivers? That is, he will. Can he? He also has a good popularity. Yeah, Tommy Shelby बोलते हैं उसको KP का, right? He's known as Tommy Shelby of Coup. But will he be able to deliver? क्योंकि आज केपी में एक तबलीगी जमात का बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट बंदा उड़ाया है.
हाँ, correct.
वेरी प्रोमिनेंट मेंबर ऑफ तबलीगी जमात. तबलीगी जमात को अभी तक वहां किसी ने हाथ नहीं लगाया था. अभी तक तबलीगी जमात को किसी ने हाथ नहीं लगाया था. आज पहली किलिंग. Today is the first killing. And this tells you what is happening there, what they are planning to do there.
What do you think? Now you said कि भाई इसका ज़ियाउल हक बनेगा, ठीक है? You've kind of said that कि भाई इसका end is boom somewhere.
Either he'll run away or he will be boomed. Run away, I don't think so. हाँ, अगर ये मार्शल लॉ लगाता है फिर ये भाग जाएगा. Then he will be मुशर्रफ.
What do you say, guys? Isn't this interesting? कभी सोचा था कि जो चीजें हम लोग बोलते थे एकदम से एकदम से क्लियर हो जाएगा? Literally happening overnight sort of a thing. Now coming back to the periphery का राउंड अप तो करना ही पड़ता है ना, क्या हो रहा है वहां पर एंड ऑल दैट. आज केपी में अटैक्स तो ये लोग कर ही रहे हैं, धनाधन वो चल रहा है, बट केपी में again I was talking to Tilak Saab. He said this 11th October seems very very strong कि कुछ बोलेंगे ये लोग. And somewhere down the line when you look at the situation, इन लोगों ने रोड तो मेन ब्लॉक करी हुई है ऑलरेडी. It's gone.
जेसीबी लगाए हैं सर.
ठीक है,
जेसीबी लगा के खोद दिए हैं.
नहीं, वो तो सीपीईसी वाली रोड्स हैं.
हाँ,
सीपीईसी की
ये वाली पे तो ब्लॉक नहीं, इसमें भी कुछ रोड्स पे जेसीबी लगाए हैं.
गड्ढे खोद दिए. शीट. तो ये कहाँ जाने वाला है पूरा? सीपीईसी का क्या होगा फिर?
सीपीईसी तो गया सर.
चाइना की तरफ से कोई भी कुछ नहीं आ रहा. दे आर नॉट सेइंग एनीथिंग.
Something is wrong in China. Something is wrong with Xi Jinping, I'm telling you. Something is not right with the man.
that is, I mean, established. There's something wrong. What is wrong is a big question.
Maybe he's not well.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's there. But how do you? I
They're
mean,
waiting if he'll recover or not.
वुल्फ वॉरियर को यार, अभी तुमने $40 बिलियन लगाए हैं, जो भी लगाए हैं, 40-45 लगाए हैं, वो तुम्हारे कोई खोद रहा है, उसको एटलीस्ट कोई जवाब तो दे दो.
You know, Afghans have sent their stuff to China via Chabar port.
Yeah, I know.
Where is it easier for the Afghans to send stuff from?
जाना तो वखान से चाहिए ideally, but it's not easy to send it from there.
छाबार से कितना घूम के जाना है?
Yeah.
It's much more expensive, much more time, right? वखान से क्यों नहीं गया?
क्यों?
वखान पे ब्लॉकेट चल रहा है.
कौन खड़ा है? अच्छा, वो हाँ गिलगिटी खड़े हैं ना वहां पर. तो
एक तरफ तो गिलगिटी खड़े हो गए, उन्होंने बंद कर दिया बॉर्डर क्रॉसिंग, ठीक है. दूसरी तरफ पाकिस्तानी आर्मी ने एक छोटा सा एरिया वखान से तालिबान से लिया है और तालिबान ने उनको एनसर्कल किया ऊपर से. वहां लड़ाई शुरू होने वाली है. सो नाउ चाइनीज आर सेइंग व्हाट द हेल. दैट इज व्हाई चाइनीज आर वेरी क्वाइट. वी हैव बीन टॉकिंग अबाउट वखान कॉरिडोर.
Yeah.
And the game has started in Wakhan corridor. The Pakistanis have occupied a certain area. They took it away from Taliban. And the Talibanis have taken the higher reach and they are trying to encircle the Pakistanis there. And Gilgitis are sitting on the road. They are blocked. वो किसी को नहीं जाने दे रहे.
चित्राल तो मेन रोड तो इनकी ब्लॉक्ड है, ऊपर कैसे जाओगे आप?
तो सीपेक का तभी तो सीपेक गया.
Because
the whole purpose of CPEC was
NH44 है,
चित्राल वाला गया,
वो ब्लॉक है. सीपेक अगर आप बोल रहे हो ब्लॉक है तो ऊपर जा ही नहीं सकते फिर तो.
वही तो मैं कह रहा हूँ. तो होल सीपेक प्लान इज गॉन. अब तो इनका वखान कॉरिडोर चिकन नेक बन गया ना. वो दबा दिया तालिबान ने वहां पर. कर लो क्या करोगे.
और कहने को बांग्लादेश में जमाती एक्टिवेट करके बैठे हैं.
वो तो पाकिस्तानी हमेशा से करते आ रहे हैं. दे हैव सो मच ऑफ रिसोर्सेज पुट इन बांग्लादेश.
बताओ ना यार. सी अगर ISI is going to get into this kind of a turmoil, what happens to?
See, that is the Pakistani deep state ISI game plan of, you know, Islamic and doing war against India, basically keeping India busy from all sides. ठीक है. So that game continues. That game was envisioned in 1978-79 by Ziaul Haq. Since then, they have been doing this in Bangladesh as well as in Nepal and other areas. The whole Indian Mujahideen, Simi, and all that, they were all Lashkar-e-Toiba.
Yeah.
Essentially funded by Lashkar-e-Toiba. So, wo game it doesn't necessarily mean that Pakistan is going to have some kind of, you know, advantage over Bangladesh. It's just that Jamaat-e-Islami as an organization, Lashkar-e-Toiba as an organization will have more advantage in Bangladesh than Pakistani ISI or Pakistani army will. The point now is, will ISI now think, are we part of the military or are we part of the global jihadi system, which we are? Aren't we better being the global jihadi system? Because this man has literally cut their legs off. So once you cut the legs of ISI, how does ISI respond?
That's the whole point. तो जिहादीज तो डाइवर्ट हो जाएंगे ना यार.
जिहादीज डाइवर्ट हो जाएंगे. So ये कैसे कंट्रोल करेगा जिहादी नैरेटिव? Till now it was ISI which was keeping the जितने भी disgruntled थे पाकिस्तान में, चाहे लश्कर-ए-तौबा था, we are not doing enough against Kashmir and all that. It was ISI which was keeping them busy.
ऐसे पूछे ना.
हाँ ठीक है. नहीं, they were keeping them busy one way or another way. Now you have taken panga with ISI and you are propping up military intelligence. What is going to happen?
Do you think at some point of time when this resistance goes harder, will he go against people in the ISI?
He's already going against the ISI guys. He's gonna go after officers who were serving under Faiz Hameed. They
नहीं,
were all
वो
in ISI.
करंट
अब करंट के साथ क्या करेगा? करंट के साथ तो ये कुछ नहीं कर सकते. It was not his first choice. इसको extension देनी नहीं थी उसको. इसने उसको extension इसलिए दी क्योंकि he was the only one who was in favor of keeping the back channel on with Imran Khan. So he got pressurized into keeping that guy and giving him an extension and keeping him as DGISI.
एंड
That DGISI is not his man.
पाकिस्तानी आर्मी चीफ बड़ा स्ट्रांग होता है, हमने ये सोचा था. ये लिखना टट्टू.
Now the Pakistani army chief is trapped in his own chess game.
I mean, this is really,
इसको तो
really
compromise था ना? Yeah, because that was a compromise. And Imran was talking to him through DGISI.
हम्म,
इमरान की सारी बात वहीं से हो रही थी आसिम मुनीर से.
जी,
तो ना आपने उसको कट ऑफ कर दिया, तो आपने पूरे इंस्टीट्यूशन को अंडरमाइन कर दिया ना, आपने उनकी टांगे ही काट दिया ऐसे.
very interesting, very, very interesting. Guys, let's get into some questions. काफी सारे काफी सारी चीजें हैं that we can actually discuss within the questions as well. So please like this video, subscribe to the channel. Most importantly, share this with your friends and families. This is an interesting piece of information. किस तरफ से जो हम लोग बोलते थे, the disintegration of Pakistan has begun. I think we need to now say that the disintegration will start from the Pakistani army, and that has begun.
We always said it will start from the Pakistani army.
Yeah.
The factions within will come out in the open, they will fight in the open.
So warlordism?
Absolutely. See, it's a fight to death now. It's either Asim Munir or Imran Khan. There is nothing in them. There is no middle ground left at all now. I am still hedging my bets despite this man being very powerful in Pakistan. I am betting my heads on the other side. So most of the Pakistani watchers within Pakistan, very sane watchers saying Imran is not going to come out. I'm still saying Imran will come out because there is a very strong lobby behind Imran Khan.
वो तो है ही.
Which after Bangladesh would want to take control in Pakistan.
Excellent. So guys, like, there are 908 likes, 2400 people watching. It doesn't connect, guys. 1200 likes to minimum chahiye. So please hit the likes button. And of course, yes, you guys can contribute towards this channel using the QR code and PayPal, as well as you can also use super stickers, super chats. Mr. Frontmen, I haven't received any email by the name Frontmen, so I don't know what email aap bol rahe ho, but if you can send it, I will be sure to read it up. Thank you. All right, let's get into questions. Okay, first I want to just acknowledge loads of members that have come in. Pride of India, Hemant ji, Sunil ji, Kushal ji, Rohan ji, and Tarun Sahab. Thank you, all of you, for becoming members. And of course, Agni Pariksha ji, thank you so much for becoming members. Saurabh ji कहते हैं, thank you. Firstly, when it comes to Pakistan, always remember Bhasmasur.
True, it is a Bhasmasur.
Harish Tiwari ji, thank you. You say last time Americans supported the students, Talibs, wars in Afghanistan and now in Bangladesh. Will get the island is R and W. Not try to stop this. R and W.
Raw.
Okay. Why would the RAW try to stop anything in Bangladesh, in Pakistan?
We don't get the question. Are you talking about Bangladesh? What has happened in Bangladesh and why we have not stopped it?
तिवारी जरा
It's a bit of a hazy question.
हाँ, rephrase करके भेजेंगे. मेरे को समझ नहीं आया ये क्या बोल रहे हो. I am keeping this question alive. So please जरा rephrase करके भेजिए. Abhinav ji, thank you. You say how much more headache could Pakistan have been if Sardar Patel hadn't taken proactive steps to secure Lakshadweep? Pakistan easily could have radicalized the Muslim majority islands in detriment of India.
They have done that. They're doing that. Try going to Lakshadweep itself.
I mean, बच गया है.
it
But
would have been bach gaya, but
yeah,
you have no idea what it would have been for us.
yeah, bach gaya literally. Absolutely. Shiva Satyajit, thank you. Do the usually opposing factions of the Pakistani military find common agreement in Quranic concept of war framework by Brigadier S.K. Malik and the hatred of Bharat?
See, when it comes to India, they all have the same opinion, irrespective of what they think. They all are jihadis. And they all have their own grand ideas of how to win their jihadi war against Indians. But
That's the important part. They all have this. They all want the same thing, but लड़ते कहाँ पर है? कैसे करना है?
कैसे करना? They all think they know better. That is their nemesis also.
That's really funny, man. Abhishek ji, thank you so much. You say, Aadi, 9 days ago, there was a mushroom cloud explosion in China port. No media is covering it. Any idea? Yes, sir. It was a chemical, basically dumped the same, similar sort of a situation which happened in Lebanon. Something like that. Mishandling of a stored chemical, and it just...
It is, no. It, you know what that was? That basically was, there was an explosion on board a carrier, a old Russian carrier called Minsk.
No, that is different. That is different.
वो कह रहे हैं उस पोर्ट पे वही था.
नहीं
उसी के अंदर फटा वो.
By the way, वो तो अभी भी जल रहा है.
वो तभी भी जल रहा है. वो उसी का ब्लास्ट है जो अभी भी जल रहा है.
Fair enough. I mean, it's difficult to find out, but it's some sort of a chemical. Some sort of
it's a chemical blast. Yeah, it's a chemical blast. Chemical storage gone wrong.
Yeah. It's some sort of a chemical which is which is gone up. 1 second, I've just lost my place. Just allow me a second. Yeah, okay, found it. Fantastic. Girly Miss Girly, you say ask Aadi some light on Russia given Pak super cam drones. देखिए कुछ मिला नहीं है. Remember one thing, this is the time of disinformation. ठीक है? Please be very careful. Russians are not giving them 4 engines for their aircraft. You think they will give them the top of the line drones? तो जरा ध्यान से. और Pakistan will have to probably sell its intestine to get these.
No. And Russians are in absolutely no position to supply any kind of drones to Pakistan. They themselves are short of drones and they're buying it from Iran.
Yeah.
Russians need the drones for themselves. Russians are not supplying anything outside right now.
तो ये वो 1-2 जगह पे आर्टिकल्स आए हैं तो
वो सेम आर्टिकल है जैसे वो पाकिस्तानी कह रहे हैं हमने 100 J-31 खरीद ली.
हाँ, उसके बाद सेम आर्टिकल है जैसे 600 जिहादी यहाँ घुस गए थे.
हाँ, वो ये बिल्कुल वैसे ही है.
और उसके बाद हमारे पॉलिटिशियंस उसका फायदा उठाते हैं.
17 उड़ाने के लिए पैसे नहीं है तो 31 खरीद.
Abhinav Sharma ji, thank you so much. Much of India-Pak military analysis is land-based. Some critics say not enough investment is done on the Navy. When France was snubbed from AUKUS submarine deal, did India miss an opportunity not partnering with France on the new subs? We have a partnership. It's called I-75. Secondly, as a matter of fact, France has given us some very good technology for the, the nuclear subs as well. But I don't agree. Most of the analysis is land-based. Yes, that you're absolutely correct. But Navy के अंदर काफी investment है. ऐसी बात नहीं है यार. The kind of stuff that is happening.
The analysis is also land-based because the power, the power comparison between Indian Navy and the Pakistani Navy, it's a lopsided, one-sided game. Don't forget that, the Chinese tried to sell those subs to whom, which were very clunky, noisy subs. And they refused to take it and they were... yes, the Bangladesh is, sorry.
Then they tried to sell it to Thailand.
Then the Pakistanis took it, and Pakistani Navy is a very small Navy. There is no comparison between Indian and Pakistani Navy. So that is why, we talk a lot about land-based, because Pakistanis also the Pakistanis always talk about their Air Force. They think it was superior, which it is not now, right? But we do it land-based because we know we can overwhelm them air, navy, and as well as land.
True.
And the other reason behind land-based is, just give me 1 second, is because if you look at the proxy war which Pakistan is waging, it is all a land-based war, right? Majority. Yeah, they do things from sea also, but the majority of this proxy war is happening on the land. So that is why we have a lot of land-based discussion when it comes to warfare.
True. Uh, Shashank ji, thank you. What's the future of illegal immigrants into India? You know what? Honestly, with the NRC coming up by 2027, 28, it's going to be very bleak.
They're going to have a hard time.
Very,
That's
very
for sure.
Okay, once there you go. एक अच्छा सा कमेंट था पाकिस्तान से, मेरे को जरा वो स्टार करना था. मिहिर जी, thank you so much. Given all of this, what can Pakistan do to sabotage J&K assembly elections? Are we prepared? Actually, Raja ji, if you don't mind, you can answer this question, of course. मैंने आशिया जी से बात करी है, which is a negative view of the elections. आपका I know is a positive view of the elections, so we should actually do a 10-15 minute on that, so that the audience have both the sides. Honestly, I have not made up my mind as of now. So, up to you. Over to you.
Sure. This time, the Pakistanis will try to up the violence in the valley on assembly elections, especially at places where they would see that the regional party, that BJP has an edge, or regional party is not going to do any well. They might go after some workers of political parties as well. But by and large, it is going to be very, very difficult, because they don't have the kind of depth which they had post 2019 in this, in the valley especially. It's not going easy. It's not going to be easy for them, for those pistol bomb guys, to come and shoot anybody they want to shoot, what we have seen in the valley. But there will be attempts. There will be attempts of violence. They'll try to, sabotage it to some extent. But I think overall we are much in a better position to handle this. In a much better position to handle their nonsense. But now the thing would be interesting to see whether ISI will do something or ISI will not do something. Tell Asim Munir, kuch nahi kar rahe, jao karo kya. Now bets are open.
That could be the case.
Yeah.
Parthi, thank you. You say, what is the plan to secure the nuclear weapons of Pakistan? They don't have them.
See, the Pakistanis nuclear secure. Okay, so this is how I put it. The Chinese have a good control over the Pakistan nuclear facilities. So the Pakistanis are not in control of their nuclear facilities. The Chinese are in better control of it. That's what I can tell you. And that is in consent with the Americans, by the way. Just to make sure.
It's a this thing, and as a matter of fact, there are other plans going forward as well. So, niklega wo bhi bahar.
Yeah.
Abhinav ji, thank you. With disintegration of Pakistan, secureness of the land border is critical. How to secure the land border with Pakistan outside of Kashmir in the inevitable scenario of a refugee crisis? Is Modi government more preferable to resist an influx?
See, the disintegration of Pakistan is going to be a soft merging of Pakistan with Afghanistan. It will be an extension of Taliban rule in Pakistan. And given the way Pakistanis are, they are not going to come to India. They're going to be very happy that Islam is coming to them. So don't worry about too much. Yes, there will be some minorities as less than 2%, which is easily manageable. And then there would be all these, what we call is party-going Pakistanis. I don't call them secular, because they're party-going Islamists, basically, right? They would be running off to UK, US, and Dubai, and all those places. So, they won't be coming on our borders. What we'll see on our borders is quite manageable. It's not going to be that the whole population will run to us. They have called upon themselves. They don't want to run to us.
Absolutely, sir. That's true. Angry Hanumanji, thank you. You say deep state ki fatke chabutra ban jayegi.
See, deep state is very angry in Pakistan. Deep state is seething in Pakistan.
No. He's talking about the global deep state.
The global deep state, this game plan is global deep state is also involved somewhere, so they would actually not mind it. Don't forget, there's the deep state in Afghanistan who wanted Taliban in control.
Yeah. Thank you once again. And you say, sir, I said, why don't research and analysis being tried to do stop this in Bangladesh? Although we make Hasina win and support from decades.
Yeah, first of all, please understand that we are not meddling into Bangladesh elections where we are making her. She was winning on her own, and we were supporting her diplomatically the way we were supposed to do. We don't meddle into Bangladesh elections saying that we made her. Okay, well, first of all, that is important. Second, Bangladesh has always been a volatile place, with Hasina or without Hasina. And also remember, where there is only single party rule, there is always a risk of that party losing ground in 10 to 15 years. Right? Now, a lot of blame should be on Hasina also for not propping up a proper opposition, which could have been, some kind of secular opposition for her to dissipate that anger into the masses. She didn't do that. But Raw will take care of the interest, the Indian interest, the way they are supposed to take care of it. They have been taken care of since 1971. We have challenges with Bangladesh, with Hasina, without Hasina. Those challenges were there. The only thing was the degree of challenge was less when Hasina was there. The degree of challenges is far more when Hasina is out. But I think we are in a pretty good position to handle those challenges. We have, there are a lot of there are a lot of pressure points we have which we can push for our own good or to secure ourselves. So it's not that, see, we had the same questions when we lost, when Afghan government lost to Taliban and everywhere. The Pakistanis were mindlessly celebrating that day also. The celebration in Pakistan were crazy. And today the Pakistanis are crying their hearts out saying that we are done, we are, worst decision of our lives. So the Pakistani celebrations don't matter what has happened in Bangladesh. The Bengalis will be a part of the Bengali Muslim is part of the bigger deep state of Pakistan than it is of Pakistan. So it is more detrimental to Pakistan than to somebody else. Right. So, and Bangladesh, you have to understand, has to survive on India because of its geographic location. They cannot wish you away. And they cannot be openly hostile towards you also. So that thing is always there. And what Raw has to do, Raw will do. Raw doesn't have to issue a press release saying that Aaj humne ye kiya aur kal humne wo kiya. That's not how Raw is.
Might I add something in this? The factor
Sure,
that
sir,
one thing you must understand, she needed to go sometime. This was her last term. Now, I don't know what are the balances that you take that decision on. कि भाई किस चीज को देख के ये decision लेना है. Now that you know she's going, you take out the best from it. The situation
you
is
always
still
salvage.
On. Yeah, the situation is still on. So we really don't know what that best is right now. अभी तक पता नहीं है हमको. So let's see. We'll have to wait and watch actually. There's a
And all these changes, these geopolitical changes are all slow changes. It's not that रात में सब कुछ नहीं हो जाता. Nothing. It's not an overnight change.
True.
कि सब कुछ बदल जाएगा. So wait and watch.
Sorry.
No, that's it.
Wait and watch. True. Parjeet, thank you. Why German Air Forces are doing exercise with our Air Forces? Not just the Germans, sir. There are 30 Air Forces doing exercises with us. And that's a regular
We had invited, that's a regular thing. We had invited more than 52 countries. Out of that, 30 countries came and did that exercise. And that's a very good thing.
It's an amazing thing, sir. Logistics-wise.
Why should we not do it?
I was just recently...
No, my question is...
What goes in behind this? So it's actually a big achievement.
It is a very big achievement, and why shouldn't it happen? It should happen.
Abhishek ji, thank you for becoming a member. Abhinav Sharma ji, once again, thank you. Are we in a proxy world war? Ukraine, Russia, Israel, Iran, India, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh. You can add another one. Are there any parts of the world that might implode into a proxy conflict? Yep. Next, there are... See it in a series. Ukraine, Israel, Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, India, Bangladesh, Myanmar, and what comes next?
China. Of course, we are in a proxy war. The world is at war. We just don't realize it. It has become so, this whole proxy war has become so normalized business that we don't realize the effect it has on our lives.
Yeah.
And that amazes me.
Parth Chopra ji, once again, thank you. Can you please tell me more about China-US conscience? Aadi ji, I'm waiting for your reply. I did reply to you. I have to... Is there another mail? Yeah, you sent another mail which I need to reply. Okay. More about US-China conscience on the nuclear weapons.
See, the problem is that the Chinese and the Americans and the whole world knows that Pakistani nuclears are not safe in Pakistani army's hand. Why? Because what they are not scared is they're going to, turn it on and run it on India. What they're scared about is that they will proliferate this into smaller weapons, which the Pakistanis call it cluster ammunition, cluster nuclear ammunition, and they can pass it on to the Jihadi groups. And that is the real threat which emanates from Pakistan when it comes to nuclear technology. So the Pakistanis don't have a technology of their own to secure their nuclear bases. They are relying heavily on the Chinese because the Chinese who have provided this technology to the Pakistanis at the front page. So technically, when a nuclear facility is into a lockdown or needs to be locked down, it's the Chinese who hold that whole key of electronic warfare with the Pakistani nuclear facilities. And Americans also realize that they don't have that kind of depth because one, the Americans have not provided that equipment. The Americans know that equipment has been provided by China, but America doesn't have a direct hand into it. The Chinese have a direct hand into it. It was the Chinese scientists who worked onto it. So they have each and every information about it. That is why, and strategically for the welfare of the world, they agree to the point that in case Pakistan goes wrong or something goes wrong, it will be the Chinese who will lock down that facility and the Pakistanis will not have access to the nuclear.
And might I add, the missiles go this way and the nukes go this way.
This way, yeah.
That's the plan. Okay, let's go. Okay, our friend from Afghanistan is here. Norman Saab, thank you so much for coming here. आप गायब हो जाते हो, you should come. Wakhan Road is completed. Chinese ambassador to Afghanistan yesterday was inspecting the road and met with PLA troops across the fence. Please check. Interesting. I did see photographs of that. आपने देखी?
PLA chief on Wakhan border. नहीं मैंने नहीं देखी, but that's very interesting.
The PLA troops on the other side of the Chinese border, Chinese ambassador.
Oh, the Chinese ambassador. Okay. नहीं मैंने अभी नहीं देखी, sir. I missed that thing.
I'll send them.
So okay. So if the road is complete, but then why did you use Chabar Port?
नहीं जा सकते यार वहां से अभी. It costs too much.
Yeah, so that is what I'm saying. The road is complete, but
अफगानिस्तान से जाना, चाइना से नीचे उतरना is terrible.
हाँ, तो वही मैं कह रहा हूँ ना. और अगर रोड कंप्लीट हो गई है तो then what happens to Pakistan's CPEC plans? Is it going to rot? Are you going to see trees eventually coming out of CPEC roads in Balochistan and everywhere?
एक सेकेंड. नॉर्मन साहब, योर अकाउंट कीप्स गेटिंग सस्पेंडेड. भाई एक अकाउंट तो रख ले यार जिसमें से हमारे साथ इन टच रहे. आई मीन आप लड़ते झगड़ते हो पाकिस्तानियों के साथ, वो रिपोर्ट करके आपको सस्पेंड कर देते हैं. मेरा अफगानी फ्रेंड एक और गायब हो रखा है. एक अकाउंट रखो यार जिसमें आप हमारे से बात करो कम से कम. यू गाइस क्रिएट अकाउंट.
आप सही बोल रहे हो नमान साहब. और ये बात हमने भी बोली थी कि ये रोड जो है ये बनेगी. तो congratulations for Afghanistan. Good for Afghanistan this road has happened.
Absolutely.
Good for you guys.
Tripathi ji कहते हैं कि I feel we are underestimating the ability of crooks like Pakistanis and Americans to work together. No.
See, both are crooks. One is a bigger crook, the other one is a chotu crook, right? They are working together already. We know that as well. But always remember, it's the bigger crook which murders the chota crook to take all the wealth away at the end of the crook game.
Yeah.
He never lets the chota crook survive. So don't worry about it.
Mr. Batiwala says inter-army split will lead to a civil war.
See, that is what I'm saying. Either he has to go for martial law. If he doesn't go for martial law, then there will be civil war in Pakistan. Prepare for both.
यार आप गलत बोल रहे हो. It's not martial law. It's martial law.
Martial law. Sorry. Martial law. The Pakistani will now understand what I'm talking about.
Martial law.
यहाँ तो मार्शल लॉ लगेगा तो यहाँ पर इमरान खान बाहर आएगा तो कुटाई करे. देख लो की करना तुसी लोगों ने.
Martial law. And by the way, in their official conversation, they say general. जनरल क्या होता है? जनरल.
अरे, you know what they call Mercedes?
No.
Mercedes. So their dialect is like crazy.
Okay. BYD and Stellantis are eyeing a JV for Indian market. In a reply to USA consumers, BYD clarified they won't be taking over Stellantis in USA, but will manufacture BYD in Pakistan. Sir, how? There is no electricity.
No. How are they going to manufacture in Pakistan? Where are they going to get the raw material in Pakistan? There is no electricity. There is no raw material. Pakistani industries cannot function because of very high electricity bills. Their textile has shut down by more than 60%. So how is this going to happen? Toyota shut its plant in Pakistan and ran away.
Yeah.
So
even this geezer company, Havells had a huge factory there. They went away. Havells nahi. Johnson nahi. One of these international geezer companies had a huge factory there.
The quality of Pakistani manufactured electronics, Haier has a manufacturing unit in Pakistan, right? Do you know the amount of explosions those ACs have had and कितनी आग लगी इस बारी पाकिस्तान में घरों में क्योंकि वो AC फट जाता.
Lajwanti ji says, Aadi, Imran Khan has created the divide between the army and the ISI. What's in it for him? Chaos.
What's in it for him? Amirul Momineen, Madina ki riyasat he wants to build. Everything is in for him.
Yeah.
He'll be a dictator for life.
Actually. Abhinav ji, once again, thank you. India has hostile neighbors. That's true from Pakistan's POV. Same can be said with their border with Afghanistan. What about Shia, Iran and Pakistan? Is it hostile, neutral or amicable?
It's not amicable for sure. It's not neutral as well. It is hostile. That is why we saw the surgical strikes the Iranians did. No?
Yeah. Angry Hanumanji, once again, thank you. Rimland is under severe threat. Yes, sir.
Spoke about
Naz case 7. I'm Afghan. Pakistan has been trying to light up a fire in Afghanistan since their birth, but they didn't expect the same fire to reach to their country.
Well, it's very simple. The Afghans know how to tame Pakistan. They have done that. That is what they're doing.
Zaid Saab kehte hain, Hassan Rauf, PTI leader, arrested, and Faiz Hameed and Imran Khan planned a coup. Almost $180 million transferred between UK and Pakistan. Even Faiz Hameed elder played a role in this. His brother.
No, not only his brother, his elder. Are you referring to his brother because he was let go, or are you referring to his elder as in Bajwa? Who are you referring to here?
Zaid Saab, I know his brother is involved. I know his brother is involved.
His brother is a Patwari basically. He's not in a very big post.
Yeah.
वो Patwari hai.
All right.
Elder, I am thinking he's talking about
elder brother.
Okay.
Yeah, elder brother. Gatsya ji says, Bhaiya, that means Munir Bhikari Staniyo ka Caesar and he is surrounded by hyenas.
Yeah, you can actually say that he's the Caesar.
Yeah.
I would not say he's a Caesar. No, Caesar is wrong. I think he's the Nero of Pakistan.
I'll replace the N with a Z.
Yeah, I think he's the Nero. But he's the modern day Nero of Pakistan who will burn Pakistan and watch from his window. It's, having fun.
Ravi Trivedi Saab, you say, how do you implement martial law in a country where everybody carries 10, 20 guns? Well, they
always have carried guns, but martial law is something you carry because eventually then you give everything to the army will take care of it. Anyway, last time हमने protest में देखा था that people fired on the army.
Yeah.
Right? So that could become a much bigger problem for him now.
So Lajwanti ji asked an interesting question. She says, is there any peaceful place left in Pakistan? It's not ironical, ma'am. The most peaceful place in Pakistan is on top of K2.
Even that is not peaceful.
You can't go up there. The
only peaceful place... Yeah, there is no peaceful place in Pakistan.
But you'll have to go through shit to go up there. So, sorry.
Yeah. That's what I said. It's not peaceful.
Yeah.
Remember that accident which happened on K2, where the
Yeah,
6
which one?
climbers died.
Which one? The
उसपे मूवी
mountain
भी
eats
उसपे मूवी
one out of
उसपे मूवी भी बनी थी ना वो वाली.
the mountain eats 1 out of 4 people. Yeah, 25% survival death rate है उधर पे. Simple
डेथ
straight.
रेट 25. हाँ तो K2 को
On Mount
so no
Everest,
peace
it's
there.
4%. It's 3%. You know, in certain seasons, it's been 0%. K2 has been
K2
consistent 25%. Khatam. 4 people go up, 3 come down. Period. That mountain eats men.
K2
Yeah.
का that mountain is a very dangerous mountain.
Yeah. Last few questions here. Suman ji कहती हैं, how much do you think sectarianism is a factor in all this when things will go down the drain? How much of a factor will it play to get it to the very terrible situation?
No, that will happen. The Barelvis will try to eat up the Salafis. The Salafis will try to eat up the Jamaat-e-Islami guys. That will happen. But who will prevail in the end is what you have to see. It will be the Deobandis at the end of the day, right? So that is going to happen. They will fight within themselves also. तभी मैंने कहा ना, watch, keep a very close eye on TLP now. I'm giving
Guys,
you a tip.
I know बड़ा interesting discussion है, but आप लोग like button दबाना भूल गए हो. 1.3K है. जरा please hit it hard. Shivam Bakshi ji, once again, thank you. You say Pakistan needs to become a vassal of India. Anyway, they are always up for sale. Not sure why India doesn't do what China, USA do for Pakistan.
See, it's a sinkhole. The Chinese put money, they lost. The Americans put money, we lost. Why do we do bad business? You're feeding the sinkhole. It's not that you give them money, you buy their loyalties. They come and buy, bite you back. By the way, did you observe that Shahbaz Sharif statement?
There is someone
It is
I know,
very interesting.
I won't take the name. This person says that Shahbaz Sharif is very erudite, he's very modern, he's very chic. Yeah, he wears Armani suits, so he's become erudite, modern and chic. This is the analysis in India by ठीक है.
अच्छा, just because अब वो ये वही होगा ना, वो LV बैग कैरी कर रहे हो तो you are very
नहीं ये जो old timers थे ना, जो अरे नहीं we should talk, we should not, we should, अमन की आसरा, I'll come to Lahore, please take me to the market, I'll eat a handi and then we'll talk. That kind of nonsense. So
it is that
very erudite.
His statement was very interesting, no? On the Chinese and the Americans.
Parjeet, thank you. Can India use its navy to add fuel to the crisis in Pakistan?
Pakistan is burning and they're adding their own fuel. You don't need to use your resources and waste your money. Just watch. It's burning on its own.
All right. Shah Ois, you say Aadi ISI chief in UK might be connected to Imran filing nomination papers for Oxford University Chancellor.
You gotta be kidding me. If ISI chief is flying out because they want Imran Khan to get Oxford Uni Chancellor,
wow.
I mean, that tells you then Asim Munir is done. But why would ISI chief go for Imran Khan to become a chancellor in Oxford?
This is quite. I haven't heard. I haven't heard of this at all. इस शो खत्म के बाद मेरे को भी देखना पड़ता.
हाँ, उसने फाइल तो किया हुआ है ना ऑक्सफोर्ड में चांसलर बनने के लिए, पेपर्स डाले हुए ना. बन भी जाएगा, ये भी बता रहा हूँ. बना देंगे उसको, देख लेगा.
Khan Saab, thank you. You say fear of India is among the main reasons my country got so much militarized and establishment got so powerful.
Oh, well, Khan Saab, what did you get? You need to ask that to yourself, no? That what have the common Pakistanis got? The military must have got powerful. The establishment is very powerful, but what about the average Pakistani citizen? What did they get? That is what you guys really need to assess. Where did this get you? This anti-India, India hatred, where has it led you to? So please introspect.
My small little addition, and if you don't believe me or believe Raja ji, I'd recommend आप थोड़ा सड़कों पे पूछिए, आपको पता चल जाएगा. You seem to be a balanced person who's written a very interesting comment. तो आप जरा पूछिए लोगों से, आपको पता चल जाएगा क्या फीलिंग है. वी डोंट हैव एनी दिस थिंग, बट द होल फैक्टर इज अगर आप टेररिज्म करोगे तो गुस्सा तो चढ़ेगा. सिंपल.
See, we talk on facts. You come back to me tomorrow asking where did you get this information? I'll give it to you in open source by the Pakistanis themselves. So we always discuss facts. We don't make up things here, like the Pakistanis do.
All right, last two questions. Abhinav ji, thank you. Apologies for this off-topic. Why is BCCI taking time to confirm India not to play Champions Trophy in Pakistan? I think that's already been refused, right?
They have already told them we will not play. Please shift it to Dubai. So anyway,
Yeah.
I don't think Champions Trophy will happen in Pakistan next year. The security scenario will not allow it to happen.
And if Pakistan should be treated as insignificant, then why the long, deliberate silence? That's how you show people their place.
Absolutely.
And last one, Birendra Thapar ji, thank you. Aadi ji, still India narrative is so weak on international level. Please, India should be more proactive 24 hours. It's a very critical time. You're absolutely right. On that
See,
note,
the narrative is built by this.
Please, sir.
Narrative is also built by the citizens. So, when we are building narratives and talking about narratives, we have to be very careful of how we are going about it.
Norman ji, we haven't forgotten Afghanistan at all. At all. But आप कुछ बड़ा करो ना पाकिस्तान पे, फिर हम करेंगे. नहीं, let me assure you, आपके जितने भी बन्नू शन्नू में जो ठुकम ठुकाई करी थी ना आपने, we covered everything. Okay? Every little thing. Plus, people like you go off and get yourself banned, yaar. ये मत करो. Stay in touch with us so that, and please follow और message भेजो यार Norman साहब, so that interaction हो सके. उसके बाद then conversations बढ़ती हैं. Right? So don't get banned off Twitter यार. आप झगड़ा वो किसी और अकाउंट से करो. एक communication अकाउंट जरा रखो अपने पास, है ना?
उसको उससे झगड़ा मत करो. Silent रखो communication account.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Raja ji. Always a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you, sir.
Jai Hind. Jai Bharat.
Always my pleasure to be here. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.